So let's get to today's Down on the Farm report because we didn't get to it before, John. Today's Down on the Farm prospect is going to be number 20. Excuse me, I got to check my notes here again because I'm not that smart. Number 21 on the list. That is Jean Cabrera. So the first thing I do with the prospect report here, Devon, is the baseball name check.
Yes.
Does he sound like a ball player or not? Because I think it all boils down to...
Say his name again so I can give my immediate reaction.
Jean Cabrera.
Yes.
Smokes this test.
Yes.
This kid sounds like a ball player.
Miguel Cabrera, Jean Cabrera. He retires. Jean gets ready to walk into Major League Baseball. He is the Cabrera
to take the torch and run.
Exactly.
Yes, he will be our own Triple Crown winner.
Yes.
Except he's a pitcher.
Correct.
But Jean Cabrera is another young kid.
And I'm looking at the graphic here. Yes, again. It looks like he'll come up here and just be a 20-game winner.
Yeah.
There you go.
Everything feels right with this kid. So I can't wait to get irrationally excited about him.
Good command. I'm in. He has good command.
So on the FanGraph list, which is out, he's number 22. Happens to be number 21 for us. But it depends on what list you're looking at. Baseball America should be coming out in these next 2 weeks, as it is kind of prospect season. 21-year-old kid from Venezuela. He is 6 foot tall, 145 pounds. Signed as an international free agent out of Venezuela in June 2019 with the Phillies. Oh, look at that picture-in-picture. Mm-hmm. How pretty is that, Julia? Nice work. Yeah. So last year he was in Low A down in Clearwater. And if you remember, they had like a historic season last year and were just buzzsawing people. Had 19 starts. To our point yesterday about these starters, they don't really start getting stretched out and throwing a lot of innings until Double A. He was on the higher end with 81.1 innings pitched last year. He was 5-7. Who cares about records with pitchers? A 4.32 ERA. He did have a very respectable 9.5 Ks per nine. Allowed a decentish average with 108 hits, a 325 average. So, obviously you see the stuff there. He's got good command. He only had one game with more than 2 walks last year.
This is what I'm talking about.
So, this might be the opposite, where maybe the stuff isn't there nasty, like jumping off the eye, but he knows how to pitch. So, you just got to marry the two, whatever it may be.
You got a good catcher that's going to call a good game. You paint it where you need to paint it. You locate the ball where it needs to be located. And you have your success there. This is the type of guy where you're talking about, and you look at other organizations, and we see this guy. We see him in Texas, where he's called up, in Seattle, where he's called up, and he's a young pitcher, but he's coming in, and you're like, how come my team is not getting that guy?
Yeah.
Right. So that's where I look at him right now, and he looks the part for right now. He's got to put on some weight, and. But with the command being there already, getting those innings in there, who knows? He comes up, maybe he's a Sanchez type, where he's more of a guy that's a deep end until he's ready to step up into his role.
There's a lot to like about this kid. In 2021, he won the Paul Owens Award for the Phillies, which is the best minor league prospect, as he struck out 61 batters. Talk about the command, and only walked 10 in 52 2/3 innings in the Dominican Summer League, posting a 1.54 ERA. That's a highly competitive league. He excelled last year with the Threshers down in Florida. I think the expectation is that he's going to be elevated possibly to a Double-A level this year. He's about becoming that age where he could make that jump up the Reading this year. So we'll see how he does. Obviously, a lot to work on, but the potential is there. He started 13 games last year with that career high. So maybe this year is that extra stretch out for the arm. He finished with a 66% strikeout ratio and averaged 16 pitches per innings pitched. They really like this kid. One of the quotes from the team was, "The impression that this team has shown me is how we work a lot. It's together, and the camaraderie we have is this is him. And the camaraderie we have is everything for me, and that's great." According to scouts, he gets great torque on his pitch delivery, has a high competitiveness along with a quick motion, that make him a tough opponent for hitters. He has a sinker-slider combo, particularly that he's developed in this past year, with his primary fastball sitting in the 94 to 96 mile an hour range with above average spin rate. His slider will hit 82 to 85, and he will also throw a spot changeup along with that four-seamer. His curve, he doesn't throw often, but he does have it, so the 5-pitch potential is there. His reflection for this upcoming season is, to your point about getting bigger, I want to improve my strength for next season. So all in all, a lot to like about this kid.
Hypothetical man says he's got the Roy Oswald build.
Ooh, all right.
LOL.
Yeah.
But get him a steak.
Yeah, or get him a tractor, wherever Roy got his strength from.
Yeah.
But Jean Cabrera, most importantly, I think here is the name sounds awesome. This kid's going to make it. I got full faith in him after reading his name.
I'm in.
Yeah, so Jean Cabrera, we wish you the best.
See you in a couple of seasons.
Yeah, number 21 on the list. We'll see if we see him in Reading this year. But definitely will be a guy we're paying attention to.
Maybe see him in spring training.
In spring training, exactly.